Hi, welcome to Winging It with Ash. I'm Ash, and I just wanted to come to you guys with a video today to encourage, inspire, to uplift. There is so much chaos right now, and I just want to bring peace among the chaos. I'm not an inspirational speaker, obviously, but I do want to be a part of bringing light in a dark time. The other reason why I wanted to make this video is currently history is being made. This is something that's going to be in the history books, and I thought having a video up that shares where people are at, where I'm at during this time, is a great memory type of thing, a great way to see, yeah, I was affected during that time, but that I wanted to focus on the positive, focus on the things that are going to work out, the things that are moving along. How it's affected me is that a lot of you know that I applied to be a flight attendant with a major US airline. And right now the airlines are not doing very well. I went 3 weeks ago to my in-person interview, and I am still waiting on training dates, and unfortunately all hiring for all the airlines has been frozen. And so my training dates, I have no idea when those are going to come, when I'm going to be able to become a flight attendant. And in the meantime, I didn't want to be hired or be trained by a company who intended on me staying long term, so I had decided to work in the school district. I am a parent educator where I work in special education classrooms. I've really enjoyed it. I've looked at it as serving my community in the time that I am here, but sadly our schools are also shut down, and so I am unable to make an income, unable to have a paycheck. The positive through that is that I am so thankful to be staying at my parents' house. I'm currently house sitting for some amazing cats, and so I'm so thankful right now that I don't have a house payment or an apartment payment that I should be paying when I don't have an income. I haven't worked for my new position long enough to get any sort of assistance, and so yeah, I am for the foreseeable future not making any money. More positives in my life is that I have time to find peace among the chaos. I've been able to go to the beach and enjoy myself there by being away from people and just reevaluating some things, spending some time figuring things out for myself and just enjoying nature and going to the beach. How often do I get the opportunity to do that and have time to do that? As well as sitting in the sun and reading a book and having a glass of wine. Like, these are things that I look forward to in the summertime, but in the spring I get to be out here when the birds are chirping and the flowers are starting to come out. It's so beautiful and so nice, and I love seeing, yeah, I love that I have the time to be able to see and appreciate these things in this time of year where I would normally be going from the 9 to 5 type of job. I do take this very seriously. There are a lot of you that are affected in numerous amounts of ways. Some, it may be toilet paper, but others, you may have family members that are more prone to getting this illness. And so I do want to make sure that I say that I understand that this is a difficult time and that it is hard for people. I do see that, and I don't want people to think, oh, she's just bubbly sunshine. I do recognize that this is a difficult time for many people, but with this video I want to make sure to bring some of the positives, some of the light in the darkness to each one of you from home. And I'm so thankful. On Instagram I asked some of you to send me some videos of how this has affected you in your life, but I've also asked for you to include some of the good things that you've seen through this, and I so appreciate you guys taking the time to share your perspective.
Hi, Ashley. Well, if it wasn't for social distancing and the quarantine and everything that's happening here in Washington State with the nasty little virus, I never would have had a chance to hang out with my son, who's 15, as much as I have, and we never ever would have had a chance to build this. This is going to be our garden, and in the Pacific Northwest it's gonna grow the best fruits and vegetables around.
2 days ago we were in Europe making content, and now we find ourselves at home in New Zealand self-isolating, but We are right by the ocean, so we've got to take some positives from that view.
We also get to spend time with our family. We don't get to see them very often, so that is a huge positive. And we also get to get into the kitchen and cook and bake. This is a really difficult time for a lot of people, so stay safe everyone, keep healthy, be kind to one another, and take care of yourselves.
Hello Ashley, I'm sending this message to you from Graz, which is the second biggest city in Austria. So I was planning to go to my home country, which is Turkey, for my sister's wedding. With the current situations, all of the flights are cancelled and it's so dangerous to travel around. I'm stuck at home. Actually, I'm home officing for 6 days. I think the main advantage of this is you can focus on yourself, because in the working life or student life you are in a so rush and you don't have a chance to stop and listen to yourself.
Hey Ashley, my name's Shane. I'm a fourth year medical student, and just today our school told us that we need to stay home for at least the next 2 weeks due to COVID-19. So while it's kind of a bummer that I don't get to help take care of patients for the next couple weeks, the good thing is today was the start of match week. And so I found out that I matched into a emergency medicine residency program. So even when I start residency and get to be an emergency medicine doc, a good chunk of my work, I think, might be taking care of patients who come to the emergency department seeking testing for COVID-19 or other emergency symptoms. So at least today I got to celebrate. So yeah.
We are Kara and Nate, and the coronavirus really started affecting our lives last week. Our problems are very small compared to what some people are going through, but basically we had to cut our Philippines trip short and get to Singapore as soon as possible because they were about to shut down their capital city and we would have been stuck there for a whole month.
And we made it to Singapore 2 days before they started requiring all visitors to self-isolate for 2 weeks. Even though we're not required to, though, we're still pretty much staying put in our hotel room until further notice.
We also had 2 huge jobs canceled for our YouTube channel, but the good news is we never have time to just sit still for this long, so we're getting a ton done, we're resting a lot, and we get to hang out in our rooms all day.
Could be worse.
I am Ezgi from Turkey, and I've been self-quarantinated myself since last week. I am just trying to stay at home. And I was working very hard, so I forgot how to spend my time at home just by myself. So I started to do yoga again, and I am just making some quality coffee, not like a Starbucks coffee, and watching some movies, spending my time with my family. And as a psychological counselor, I just wanted to say, be productive even when you're at home. It can cause very bad anxiety and depression, so just be productive, cook or do some sports at home, do some workouts and read a book and watch some movies or TV series. It's very important to be productive when you're at home.
Hey, we are Donnie and Aubrey of Passport 2. We are 2 Americans living in Germany about 30 minutes away from the French border.
So our little village hasn't seemed too concerned about the coronavirus until here recently. This week, Germany closed its borders, and so now restaurants, schools, and little shops are starting to close down.
And we went to the grocery store last weekend, and at the time, they still had toilet paper that was fully stocked, but it's been really interesting for us as Americans observing what Germans are stocking up on. And we took a trip down the pickle aisle in the grocery store, and they were wiped out.
So a positive that we have felt is that even though the whole world is going through this struggle right now, whenever we call friends and family back home, we're all going through the same thing. So we know how to motivate and support and encourage each other. So we're feeling more connected.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hey Ashley, you were challenging us to share one positive thing that has happened as an outcome of quarantine. I am in your same hometown, and so I'm experiencing a lot of the same hysteria and panic that you are. I'm out of a job for 6 weeks, but God has really given me such hope and joy because of how he's just calling people back to him. He has given us a space to rest and to get things done that we haven't been able to do in a while because we've been living such a rapid fire, go, go, go lifestyle. And so I am just so appreciative for rest and time to spend in His Word and looking up His promises because He is faithful and a promise keeper.
Hi Ashley, my name's Claudia and I live in Renton, Washington. It's affected me. I live in in King County, and I work at a major hotel in downtown South Lake Union, and a lot of my fellow coworkers have been laid off. I personally am on sick leave since March 8th, and I cannot go back to work until I've been tested for COVID-19. So I'm just trying to stay positive by enjoying my beautiful house and spending time with my cats that you can see here, and enjoying some of this sunshine. It's been so nice. I'm sure you're enjoying the beach. Stay well.
Hi Ashley, I'm Jen. That's my husband Chris in there. And those are our kids jumping on the trampoline, Reagan and Nixon. We've been a bit affected by the coronavirus, as I'm sure everyone else has. I will find out in the next week if I have a job to return to in April. Our kids' schools have been closed indefinitely, and we are so thankful that my husband's job is still open at the moment. And we are just so thankful that we have a huge backyard and a trampoline for our kids to jump on and get all their energy out. I'm thinking with all this extra time that I'm going to be having at home, I'll finally have time to keep my house clean. Yay!
Hi Ashley, hope all is well with you. This coronavirus has me working overtime. I produce music, so we're kind of indoor people anyway and kind of self-isolating some of the time. And so, yeah, nothing negative so far, but my heart goes out to anyone who is going through hardship. And I think the most important thing right now is for us to self-quarantine, if not for us, for our most vulnerable. Because it's not all about us, it's about the older population and the people with weak immune systems who are really kind of shook right now, and we need to do it for them. But as for me, just work. Here I am. Ciao.
Hey Ash. Hey Ash. Gallivanting Gals here. We just wanted to check in and send you a video on how this pandemic has affected us and our positives from it.
We were on about 9-week trek to Ireland, Scotland,
all of
Norway,
Scandinavia, yeah.
Estonia, Russia, to chase the Northern Lights, and go to Amsterdam during tulip season, and obviously that came to a screeching halt.
Yep. We made it home. We had to cancel the rest of the trip, and we were
bummed,
very, very disappointed in that. However, we knew it was the right thing to do. The positives are
uninterrupted family time. The daughter loves it. Well, we think. She did it first, but now not so much.
She's 22,
like,
so who knows, right?
The four-leggeds love it. They absolutely love it.
Well, the dogs do.
Yeah, the cat. He's a cat.
Yeah.
And then?
Yeah, and then I think the other thing is it's given us a lot of time to really think about when this is over, and it will come to an end, where we're going to travel, what we want to do, and, to look at other travel vlogs from the past and, maybe think about places we hadn't thought about before, and just, really, really get our head around some ideas of, more places to go and what we want to do.
Yep.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that this brings a little sunshine to your day, a little positivity to your life, and that you'll be able to see just a little bit of positive things that are happening through this situation. Definitely tell those that you love them, and definitely spend time with those who you love, and make time to do things like read a book or do art or go to the beach, all the fun things that you aren't able to do because your life is just so busy. This is the time. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! Hey guys, I was thinking today how important it is for us to give appreciation to those who deserve it. And so I wanted to say a huge thank you to those of you who work in the healthcare area right now. It's majorly crazy, and I know that you guys are on like extra uber speed, getting people through and trying to figure things out, and just the daily grind. And so I just wanted to send out a big thank you to you guys, as well as those of you who work in other industries that are right now booming. It's amazing that you have a job, but I know you guys are putting in extra hours, and yeah, it's hard when other people aren't going to work to go to work. It's just a fact. So thank you so much to all of you who are making a difference right now. You are appreciated, and you deserve so much more appreciation, but I just wanted to do my part and make sure you knew that I appreciate you. And I wish I could send you a little thank you card or a little piece of chocolate, but I can't. So I'm going to do this on here and say, it cut me off. Thank you for what you're doing. You guys are rock stars, you're amazing, and you are appreciated.